What makes narcissistic numbers hard to generate? Imagine trying to find a number that perfectly reflects itself through a special mathematical mirror. That's what makes narcissistic numbers so fascinating and tricky to find. These numbers are unique because they equal the sum of their own digits, each raised to the power of the number of digits they have. For example, 153 is a 3-digit narcissistic number because 1 cubed plus 5 cubed plus 3 cubed equals 153. But here's the catch. Finding these numbers is not as simple as checking random numbers. It's like searching for a needle in a haystack. The reason is that the rules are very strict. For a number to qualify, it has to match a precise calculation involving its digits and their powers. This means only a tiny set of numbers can meet the criteria, making them rare and hard to stumble upon. Another challenge comes from the size of the search space. As the number of digits increases, the total numbers you need to check grows exponentially. Checking all numbers from 0 up to 1 billion or more becomes a huge task. But interestingly, there is a natural limit. When the number of digits gets very large, the maximum sum of the digits raised to that power doesn't keep pace with the smallest number with that many digits. So, beyond a certain point, no new narcissistic numbers exist. Pinpointing exactly where that cutoff is takes complex calculations and understanding of how these sums behave. The actual process of calculating each digit raised to a high power can also slow things down. For larger numbers, raising digits to the power of the number of digits can take a lot of computer resources. This makes brute force checking slow and inefficient. That's why mathematicians and programmers look for clever ways to cut down the number of checks. They use special properties, like knowing all single-digit numbers are narcissistic because any digit raised to the first power equals itself. But beyond that, there are no simple shortcuts. The rarity of narcissistic numbers means that finding them requires patience and smart algorithms. It's not just about brute force checking every number. Instead, mathematicians use patterns and properties to narrow down the possibilities. This makes generating narcissistic numbers a real puzzle. It's like a game of pattern recognition, where only a few numbers fit the rules perfectly. The self-referential nature of these numbers, where each digit's power contributes to the total, makes them both intriguing and difficult to produce. In summary, these numbers are hard to generate because they must satisfy a strict condition involving digit powers. The search space grows very quickly with more digits. Calculating those powers takes time, and only a tiny handful of numbers meet the criteria. All of these factors combine to make narcissistic numbers a fascinating puzzle within the world of number patterns and curiosities.